Welcome back to Ask Profit right here on NDTV Profit. Well, it's time now to just dive very quickly into the F&O market setup, and largely, if we can pull up the Sensex chart, it's forward throughout the day. But let me go across and take the next query for now. This one's coming in from Divya. She's bought Suzlon actually at 55, currently sitting on a loss. Asking what she should do right now. Should she exit, buy into this dip right now? Milan, what would you recommend? Ajit, sorry, pardon me, Ajit, but we had Milan on the show earlier. But Ajit, welcome to the show. What would you recommend?
Yeah, good morning, Puneet. So what we are seeing right now that Suzlon is gradually drifting lower, and in today's session we have seen a massive break in terms of the long-term moving averages on the weekly chart. So 42, 43 was a zone basically. It's just that we are again witnessing a recovery or a rebound attempt. So where we close today is going to be important. Fresh buying, I won't recommend. Existing position also one should not add until we see a sign of decisive reversal. So as of now, indications are mixed, and one should refrain from any fresh position like what we have recommended. For existing position also, 37 on the closing basis should be the stop loss. In case of recovery, 45 is going to be the first area of resistance now.
Okay, all right. So that's the view coming on Suzlon. The next question is on ONGC. Aditya is asking this question. He's bought at the levels of 280. 122 shares is what he holds. He wants to know as to how long before this touches 300 and also the right level to enter now for more 122 shares. Ajit, what would you recommend on the chart?
After today's uptick, we feel that consolidation is more likely. But yes, the tone is positive, and 300 is just around the corner, because that's the zone basically last time we saw that the stock witnessed some profit taking and correction. So definitely one should consider booking profits around that area. At the same time, adding to your existing position, one should wait for any dip. In case if it witnesses any dip, let's say towards 275, then it's a good zone to enter. For the entire position, your stop should be at 268, and 300. It might take 2 to 3 weeks, probably, in case if this momentum extends.
Got that view, Ajit. But Ajit, coming back to you actually on NTPC, another short-term query that we're getting on this counter. Our viewer, Sujata has bought her at 370 rupees per share. She's been holding on to this counter for a while now, and asking if what should be the short-term target, or should she exit? What would you recommend?
So after the initial decline, Puneet, we are again seeing NTPC is trying to hold the short-term average. This is a good sign. Means this shows that the momentum is still intact and bulls are not leaving this anytime soon. So with the stop at 365, should continue to stay put. Upside gradually it can extend towards 395, 400. So in case if we can spend, let's say, around 1 month to 2 month kind of a time horizon, she can continue to hold our positions.
Okay, all right. So that's the view coming in on NTPC. The next question that we have is on NHPC.
Saurabh, but and definitely a tough one. Down almost 57% in the last 12 months from the highs of 157. I've actually stopped counting the percentage of how much higher it's fallen from, but definitely one which has been a pain for investors. But another counter that we focus on, and this one a caller now from Tamil Nadu is Shri Nathan is calling us for a stock query. Shri, good morning. Welcome to the show. What's your question?
Sir, I bought TMCV shares at 460, sir. 950 shares, sir. Okay. Can I hold or sell, sir?
And you bought for the long term, Shri?
Short term, sir.
Short term, got it. Ajit, he's almost in a profit of 46,000 right now. Would you recommend him to exit his position, given that we've seen a massive build-up led by fundamental factors as well as the others? But what would you recommend?
So Puneet, it's still holding strong. Means we are very close to the record highs after the initial dip. We are again seeing that the stock is gradually inching higher. So this shows momentum and strength as well. So in my opinion, he can continue to stay put. Trade is stop loss to 490 now, and the moment we cross, let's say 510, 512, he can extend his stop loss to 500 levels and keep on trading the stop losses on rise. Means the moment we see 3-5% kind of a gain on every uptick, he can trail his stop loss by 2% and continue to ride the rally.
Okay. The next question is on Tejas Networks. Wants to know if I can book profits at the current level. Is the question from our viewer. He's not given us his.
Got that view, Saurabh. But next one, it's it's on the defense pack. Now, this one's a short-term question, Ajit. Our viewer is asking actually if he can buy into any of the defense names, given the comfort that we are seeing in that sense from the war in these companies. But what would you recommend? Anything that's on your radar?
So Puneet, BEL, data pattern, both looks strong. In fact, BEL, if you see that the stock is currently holding around, long-term averages, around record highs as well. So everything looks conducive to this overall positive tone to continue. So with stop, let's say at 435, 439, we can continue to look for fresh long position even at current levels. Above of this 460-65 zone, we can inch toward, let's say, 480-85 also. The risk reward is also favorable. For data pattern, a similar kind of broadening formation, the stock has reached to its record high, so there could be a bit of consolidation. So one can accumulate in this range of 3,100, 3,200 with stop at 2,900 and positional target of 3,500.
Okay, all right. So that's the view coming on the defense pack, but we also have one more question coming.
Has the next question for us on WhatsApp on Maruti Suzuki. He's bought at 15,035. Ajit, he's been holding for the short term 8 shares, but since then we've seen some slight dip. Also today, almost down 400 rupees from that point. But would you recommend him to continue holding? Is averaging down a strategy?
Not averaging down, but yeah, I can continue to hold because we are very close to the previous swing lows. So probably we may see some consolidation or attempt of recovery also. But in comparison to the other counters in the space like Tata Motor Commercial Vehicle, M&M, TVS, they are comparatively better structured. So in case if it sees any recovery, let's towards 15,000 mark, we can consider booking position here in Maruti and switch to the counters which we just named.
All right, we've got our next caller. Ram is calling us from Hyderabad. Ram, a very good morning to you. Prophet, we've got Venkatesh waiting on the line. Venkatesh, hi, a very good morning to you. What's your question about?
Yeah, good morning, everyone. So regarding HG Infra, so I'm tracking from this last few years. I'm confident about this counter, but only because of this CBI ride and happened, right? Because I need their view how it is. Because I know their execution. I have seen their nearby one, my native. They have done very good job. I know their capabilities and management. But what is the based on this CBI ride happened? So can I accumulate for more? No, because I'm confident. Can I accumulate because now it is correcting very well because of that news.
Okay, got your question, Venkatesh. I'll take this up with Saurabh. Saurabh, you mentioned about how infra stocks are doing nothing, right? Does the view hold the same for HG Infra as well?
It actually, if you could comment on HG Infra, because every time we feel that there's a bottom being made, there's a new one that props up, unfortunately for this counter, and it's been a downtick, right, on a one-way down street in since the high it hit in May 2025. Any view that you have on HG, because we get a lot of questions on where does this stop?
That's right, Puneet. In fact, in the month of January on 23rd, there was a very strong volume of ticks, and after that we saw that stock rebounded nicely from 550 to 700, but couldn't sustain, and now we are at the new 52-week low. As per the last consolidation zone, so close to around 450, 480 is the zone basically where it consolidated for almost 5-6 months before the strong directional move on the higher side. So probably around that area, buyers may again emerge. But considering the overall tone is still negative, one should wait and see signs of reversal once we reach to those areas, but not at current level. So around 450, 480 is something that we might see a beta.
450 to 480 is the level, so something to watch out for. But thanks for that. The next one, it's coming in on Inox Wind. Now, our viewer actually bought 907 shares, bought at roughly 113. So currently sitting on a loss, asking if she should continue to hold this particular counter or sell out is what Sankar's question is. Ajit, what would you recommend?
So again, Puneet, extreme oversold position, but still there is no sign of recovery. Since we are very close to the critical support zone, close to around 84, 85, we have multiple supports. So around that area, we may see a breather or a consolidation before we see any decisive recovery or rebound. So with that as a stop loss, we can continue to hold. In case of recovery, 97, 98 will be the first area of resistance, and in case if it manages to surpass, then probably we may see a decisive recovery towards 113, 120. So as of now, it's on hold with 84 as a stop loss.
Okay, the next one is on Grasim and Godrej Industries. Are these good bets from long-term perspective, 5 to 8 years? Shankar from Delhi is asking this.
Definitely the paints business there as well that gives some comfort to the stock lately as well, but continue to monitor that one according to Saurabh. But the next question that's coming in is on Samvardhana Motherson. Now, Ajit, our viewer Ajit he has bought it at 98 from Kolkata. He's holding 750 shares, asking a 6-month view on the stock.
So overall looking positive, Puneet, but we are very close to the record high zone, so we may see a bit of a consolidation. So in case if the view is short term, let's say 3 to 6 months, you may consider booking at least partial profit around current area. And in case if it witnesses any dip towards, let's say 115, 110 zone again, you can re-enter.
Okay, all right. The next question that we have is from Vaishnavi. She says that she's holding Geo Finance 68 shares at an average price of 251. Can she continue to hold at the current level? No, sorry. She's asking, can we buy at the current levels? Ajit, I'll stick with you for this one. Do you think that's the right thing to do?
Mahima, tone looks negative to us. Means the kind of decline that we saw earlier, and in fact the recovery attempt was also not very decisive. So it seems like that sideways negative bias might continue, and it might again retest a level close to around 230 or maybe lower. So fresh buying, avoid existing position also. You should maintain a stop at 240 and use any recovery towards 260, 65 zone to reduce your positions.
Got the view, Ajit, but it's time now for the rapid fires in this edition of Fast Profits. Saurabh as well as Ajit, you know the drill. The first question coming in on Indian hotels. Our viewers is holding at 740. What should we do for the next 6 months, Ajit?
Hold.
Agility India is the next one. From a short-term perspective, can I continue to hold is the question that Bharat is asking. Ajit, your view?
Hold with the closing stop at 36.
Juniper Hotels, Saurabh, you track this.
Okay, is this a good time to buy Kotak Mahindra Bank? Sashi Kumar from Bangalore is asking this question. Ajit, your view on the chart?
Accumulate in the range of 410 with stop at 390.
A lot of questions on hotels. Rajesh Maheshwari from Indore is asking on Taj GVK Hotels, Ajit. He's holding at 385, a short-term outlook.
Use recovery to reduce. Indian Hotel looks comparatively better.
KPIT Technologies, Madhav from Hyderabad. Cochin Shipyard is the next one. The viewer is Abhishek, is sitting on a loss of 20%. Can I average out now, wait to invest in this counter? What should he do? Ajit, your view?
Hold and add only once it crosses 1700.
Transtrade writing is what our next question is. Saurabh, Kumar is asking. The next question that's coming in is, on Angel One, bought at 255 by Akhilesh. What should we do with this, Ajit?
Hold with stop at 205.
Okay, Torrent Power. I'm a medium-term investor is what Miriala is saying. Wants to know if I can book some profit at the current levels. Ajit, would you recommend that?
In fact, trade stop at 1485 and hold.
Okay.
Shriram Finance bought at 602. Is it a good time to enter Welspun Corp, Ajit? Because our viewer Ram wants to invest substantially over the next 1 to 2 years in this counter.
Looks strong, 700, 750 strong base. So with that as a stop loss, you can consider.
Okay, Gaudium IVF, the new listing.
Got it. Well, that's the end of the rapid fire as well as this edition of Fast Profit. But Saurabh as well as Ajit, thanks so much for helping us solve the 55 queries that we have in this last 1 hour of trade. But that's all the time, viewers, in this edition of Fast Profit. Stay tuned. A lot more stock-related queries we will be starting to pick up from 2 p.m. So continue sending them. We'll start picking those up right away. But for now, that's goodbye, and KYC comes up next.